How's everyone tonight? Hope you're feeling good, feeling great. Hey, feeling good, feeling great. How are you today? Mm, mm, mm. This Miss Tool. So yeah, we're gonna get into some spooky teens tonight. You know, um, not really sure what we gonna be doing, but okay, we gonna watch just an hour of spooky shit. Okay, we just gonna start that up here. Okay, look, y'all, my I finally got my shit in. I finally got my shit back up. Okay, finally got my shit back up. So I'm excited about that. Not sure if I'm gonna get in trouble for streaming this, but we shall see. That's just what it is. We shall see. Oh, it's hot. So we're gonna get into some
Introducing the
spooky
only
shit.
prescription hair regrowth gummy on the market, the Minoxidil Plus Biotin Gummy by Hers. Formulated by dermatologists, this innovative 2-in-1 gummy includes prescription strength minoxidil, clinically proven to regrow your hair in just 3 to 6 months, and biotin for healthy hair support. So you can get all the benefits in a convenient once daily solution.
I can hear this shit.
Plus, the tasty green apple flavor will make it your favorite part of an easy hair routine. Hair regrowth made simple with the Minoxidil Plus Biotin Gummy.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Start today.
This man named Kyle emails and says that he thinks that he and his girlfriend are living in different timelines. And this story's strange, it's spooky, it's eerie. I don't really know what's going on with it, but I'm going to tell you what he said.
Okay,
in 2022,
right
he
into
and his
it.
girlfriend met at a Halloween party. He was dressed as a vampire. She was like a friend of a friend. They start talking. He's 30, she's 28 when they meet, okay? And they're both in the professional fields. He works for a large bank chain. She works in healthcare. And they're both still working in their respective jobs, by the way. They bonded initially over their mutual love of this one video game, and also they both really like trying new restaurants. Nothing strange happens for a long time until about a year after they're dating. They decide
we're just gonna see this. Hopefully,
they go to New York City, and on the third day they're there.
Not gonna be for an
hour.
hour.
They're approached by this man who looks maybe homeless, maybe like a street
maybe
vendor,
like 30 minutes
type, and he's pulling a wagon of what looks like
maybe like 30 minutes.
And he asks them if they want to buy a basket, and they're like, no, thank you, and they both politely decline. And this man grabs one of the baskets and presses it up to like the girlfriend, and she's kind of uncomfortable because he's like pressing this basket into her hands, and he's like, no, I just feel like you have to have this one. You have to have it. And Kyle thinks this is a scam. If they give you something for free, then you'll feel obligated to give them money, and he like doesn't want to communicate this to his girlfriend, obviously, because the guy's standing right there. But she ends up giving him $5, and he's like, you're gonna love this basket. It was made for you. Just so you know, whatever you put in it multiplies by 3. We're walking away, and the joke is made that she
never stream on a Monday,
but she doesn't have $100 cash on her, so she ends up taking the
never
gun
stream on a Monday.
And throwing this
but we were just gonna try something different.
Go to an art
and
museum,
I
and
guess
then
just
and then they
depending
make it back
on
to their hotel.
how everyone is liking of this, you know, we could keep it going. But
out when they're back at the hotel,
yeah,
she's
I
like,
probably might.
When did you manage to slip 2 more packs of gum in here? Kyle's like, I didn't slip any gum in there. And he
I
thinks that she's
might
playing a joke on them because there are now 3 packs of gum in this basket. And she thinks he's playing a joke on her.
Not
she's playing a joke.
Stop
it's,
this
you know,
stream,
neither of them believe the other one. That the other one did not do it. And we still don't know if the girlfriend did it to this day, as Kyle says. Kyle said he brings up the basket incident because that's when all of this reality splitting seemed to start. Because the next day they're at the airport, they're flying back to their city, and they're talking about what they're going to do on the plane and how to entertain themselves. And
so
she
this
wants
is going to
be
like the shortest stream ever. Okay, so because this says it's like an hour of spooky stories, so we gonna listen to the spooky stories. So maybe I need to shut the fuck up so we can hear the spooky story.
The Mandela effect. And
maybe.
He's surprised because she remembers everything differently than he remembers it.
I'm gonna shut up.
She's wrong about
while we listen to the story. I'm gonna stuff me a cum.
When he
so I can
realized their realities were just not syncing up. Memories are fickle, you know. It's nothing strange enough to write home about, though.
Do y'all
so
like
they continue their relationship. Things are going well until last Halloween. Telling her, oh, I want to do something special. It's our anniversary.
Yeah, no, maybe so.
It's not our anniversary.
Who knows?
Like, yeah, Halloween's our anniversary. That's when we met.
Probably
no,
not.
We met at this bar in their town. And I came up to you because you were reading Catcher in the Rye at the bar, and I asked you what you were reading, and he's like, no. And she's like, yes. Like, I remember I thought you were cute. Like, how do you think we met at a Halloween party? Like, are you confusing someone? And it actually starts a little fight because she thinks that he actually doesn't remember their anniversary.
I think it's like
kind of match up,
spooky
she's
stories,
early November,
love spells going wrong. You know what I want to go to? My favorite girl. My favorite girl, which is Rebecca's Journey.
No, and he's
Rebecca's Journey.
Yes, like I met you through.
Follow her on TikTok.
She's like, well, call her then. Like,
she's fire.
I met that person.
She be going into those scary Haitian voodoo stories and stuff like that. And it's another chick
remember being with Kaylee at this
would like to follow. She also has a YouTube, which is
what are you talking
Rebecca's
about?
Journey as
I
well.
told you we met at this bar, and he's like, I don't.
And I believe her Instagram is Rebecca's Journey as well.
I remember taking you there.
Go follow her. Because I'm probably gonna go to her in a second.
Again, their relationship's good. This has never been settled, by the way, because no pictures exist from this Halloween party apparently.
I can't see what her name is. Ashley Inc.
And
I believe that's on TikTok, so go follow her too. Okay. I don't know what she's talking about.
From New York. And he's like, oh, I don't know anywhere. They hadn't even really thought about this basket that they had gotten from this street artist or whatever in New York until.
Yeah, we're gonna skip past this one.
Gotta love a small town because they're gonna make damn sure everyone knows your business. So I just walked in the bank to deposit some money, and the cashier Denise says, well, hey Alicia, how you doing, honey? I know how these people are. They will talk your head off, so I'm trying to get in and out as fast as I can. There's a line behind me. I'm doing real good, Denise. How are you doing? Here, I want to deposit this. I hand Denise my $50 bill, and then she takes it, looks at me, and says, is that all, honey? I'm like, damn, Denise, yeah, that's all I got. I need to deposit it. Put it in. Denise says, wait a minute, honey. You know you've only got 25 cents in that account. I said,
damn, Denise, yeah, that's all I got.
Alicia, you know the insurance company's going to take their payment of $49.99 out of that account today. I just want to make sure you know there's no money in that account, honey. I said,
look, that made
me
think about my sister.
3 lines behind
okay.
me. Hush. Then Cherie walks up.
I definitely fast forwarded through that first story because I don't know what that first story was hitting for. But I'm definitely probably going to play some Warzone in a little bit.
Honey, you think it's the
do y'all think I should stream Warzone, yay or nay?
I'm like, fuck, I don't know. But then Denise leans down on the counter and
nay,
says, did y'all hear about Mr. Elmer's
say,
wife? I said, no. She said, you didn't hear? I said, did I just say
I don't know.
His wife
What's up, Brian? We're not playing a game. We're not playing a game right now. But we getting into some spooky stories.
And he said, Alicia, didn't your husband leave you for a woman he met on the side of the road? A pure stranger. Cherie, her husband.
That's not spooky. This is just like gossip.
Not this, but here we are. So her name is Ruth Miller. She's 40 years old, living in a quiet Amish community in Ohio. And she's married to this guy named
I'm from
Marcus.
Ohio.
They got 4 kids together, and by all accounts, they are the epitome of your average Amish family. And
okay, look, all the credit goes to all these creators, okay? I do not know some of their names. I'm hoping my girl Rebecca's Journey is in this one, but maybe she's not. I'm probably just about to go to her page and then just pull up some shit.
Maybe because it was her birthday, he wanted to do something special. But on the very first night of that trip, things get really weird.
Stories,
instead of enjoying her birthday,
that's
Ruth
something that I really do
she's
like.
going to use this trip as a way to test her faith with God. She starts saying that God is speaking directly through her and that they need to prove themselves
let me know if I should stream some Warzone.
Amish man he is, doesn't really question it. If anything, he
this
goes
is going to be a very short
stream. So in the middle of the night, at around 1 in the morning, they all walk down to the
but I just decided to do something different.
And
step out of my comfort zone.
Walk on water, just like Jesus
did. I don't have to go to work tomorrow.
Of course, they fail, so they try again, and they actually start walking on water. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine, though? Now, here's the thing, though. This wasn't the first...
This is boring, too. I thought we were supposed to be listening to, like, spooky stories.
Let you know that. You can probably tell I have lost sleep over this. Like, I've been trying to figure out a way to tell this because it's one of those ones I think about all the time.
How do you feel about black nail polish?
I did a house call to a residence in a
it's
very
cool. It's just not my cup of tea.
And I pull up the driveway. It's a very short driveway. It's not too far from the gravel road. I really didn't have any trouble
I'm over bright
it.
colored girl. You know, like bright colors, pastel colors.
As if it's boarded up.
You know.
There's boards over the windows. There's boards over the door on the front of the home. And I noticed there's a door on the side.
And y'all, I finally have my background back up. I missed it so much.
Right? So I pull up into the driveway. I plan on turning around in the driveway and the turnaround and leaving. And I noticed the side door actually isn't boarded up. It was a glass.
Brian, how you doing tonight, love? How you feeling? How you feeling, Brian?
I'm thinking this is really not ideal.
Look, hi.
Maybe I should have the police come out and do a wellness check.
Still so fucking
I back into the area where I'm going to pull in to turn around the driveway. And someone calls for me, and I see someone standing in the doorway of the side door of the home. And I was like, oh, okay. I can't imagine someone living at this residence, but this is an opportunity for someone to go in the home and have a look at things, see what's going on. I'm escorted into the home by a very young individual. And the first thing that I notice when I walk into the home is that there's no flooring. It's just
we watching some spooky shit, but it's not even spooky. And I keep talking over this shit. I'm stuffing me a cone. I'm stressed out. Are you still playing Warzone? Because I'm about to play Warzone because this is a surprise stream or short stream. I am not going to be streaming for that long on this. I just decided to try something different. But it says an hour of spooky stories. And
we go up the stairs.
It ain't too spooky for me, baby.
I want to say 2 doors.
Maybe I need to shut the fuck up and listen.
And a door on our right. And we enter the second door
on
our left.
But
now,
I'm
escorted in the room in such a way where I'm told to step into the room, and they follow behind me. So when I step into the room,
I don't even fucking know. Is you still playing Warzone? Because that's what I'm about to try to get into because I don't know. We on some spooky teens type shit.
Of surveillance around the property and different rooms in the home.
I'm not listening.
I know it's different rooms in the home and the property because I can see my car that's in the driveway. And I can also see the room with the big chest and the dancing pool. So I know that's the house. And I know that's the property that we're kind of looking at. And my first thought is, oh, are we...
Who's that asking me to play?
A little paranoid or something? Like, we're in a very desolate area.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm not even about to be streaming for long, babe. I'm really not. I'm about to probably be streaming for probably like 30 minutes or so. Not even that long. I just decided to do something different. I got jury duty tomorrow.
And I said, okay.
So,
the hardest
I don't have to go to work.
The new Ben and Jerry's Sunday is deciding how to eat
Look, I don't have to go to work, so
prices are blowing up, except on...
Sucks. Look, just sucks. I like all things Jenny. You can't hear me? Let me go back to the library. Let's go to this one.
Don't like. Gonna come on their mind. Let's say you got a man, right?
All credit goes out to all the creators here. That TikTok thread, and then also this person, Edgemon _2 Walker. All the credit goes to them.
To talk to you, knowing your man crazy.
I ain't going to jail. I'm not going to jail. Don't say that. Please don't say that. Don't say that.
Different women in your inbox.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Yellow Nana. Yeah, thank you, boo. Appreciate you. It's just a real quick stream, and now I'm lagging. Okay. Yellow Yana. I keep saying your name wrong.
But what came after?
But Yellow Yana, thank you. Thanks for the love and support, babe. Get those hearts.
Nia said, I need to tell you something.
This is one of my favorite ones. Her. Rebecca's Journey. Y'all should go follow her.
His name was Micah.
She's great. She can talk about the Haitian shit. Okay, let me shut up so I can hear her.
Nia said that she knew that Micah was supposed to be hers. Micah would smile at her sometimes.
We just doing a short stream tonight. Yellow,
Yana,
maybe
if she had a little to help sway him from his
surprisingly came out of nowhere.
Nia said that she knew what she felt for Micah was real. And in her eyes, Micah's girlfriend.
So we just trying something different. I'm only gonna be streaming for probably like 30 minutes.
So Nia had
not even that long. It's just something new. You know.
They said that she could make things happen.
What's up, D-Trick? How you feeling? You made me play Roblox the other night. That shit was boof as fuck, bro. Boof as fuck. I was trying to spin a block and I wasn't able to spin a block, homie. I'm like, what the hell is this?
But once it starts, you can't.
Yo, Nana, lie. Oh, okay.
Nia said she didn't care, so she said yes because she wanted him.
Girl, we just ignore that why. We ignore that other why, okay?
His photo, a little
we ignore that other why, okay?
Ingredients like personal item.
But no, that's all like Yellow Yana. Now
Nia said she followed the instructions
I'm just gonna call you Yana, okay? Because it's the yellow that throws me off. but I love the yellow part.
Out of nowhere, and he started texting her
but
more and more. He would
it be throwing me off. It just made me want to say yellow. Nana. Just because of the ANA.
He even said to her
so I'm just going to call you Yana.
His girlfriend.
Thanks for coming through, though, love. I appreciate
Nia
you.
said in that moment,
Girl,
hearing that this man done left his girlfriend Rhea for her, she said
I don't
that,
stream on Mondays.
She felt
so
powerful.
Here we are.
She felt chosen.
Let me shut the fuck up, y'all. We supposed to be listening to Spooky Teen.
Micah shows up outside of Nia's house, crying. Boo-hoo, crying. And he just said to her out of nowhere, why did you do this to me? I can't eat. I can't think. I
appreciate
even
you,
when
boo.
you're not around.
Thank you for popping in, girl, because I definitely ain't post shit on YouTube. I definitely ain't post shit on Instagram because I don't really stream on Mondays. I was just trying out something different and
there was something else inside of him entirely.
If people would like
That's when he leans in and says to her, why didn't you feed it? To be continued. Let me know if you're ready for what happens next, because things only got darker from here. I be telling y'all, do not do a love spell on that man. Make sure you leave a comment for part 2. Before you do a love spell on that person,
she's my favorite.
Make sure you listen to this story first. I be telling y'all, stop doing that stuff. So pretty much, Micah shows up at Nia's door,
like bitches really be doing.
And he seems different with the smile that he gave her.
Y'all, bitches really be doing love spells out here on niggas. Niggas really be doing love spells out here on bitches. That's wild. That's crazy works. That's crazy. Like, people... I'm serious, Dietrich. Like, that shit was boof. I was trying to spin a block on niggas. All I had was some fucking rocks, bro. How am I gonna spin a block on niggas when all I got is rocks? Rocks! Fuck am I supposed to do with that? Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But anyway, love spells. That shit is crazy. How y'all feel about that? Let me know. Let me know, chat. How y'all feel about love spells? Because I have no experience with them. But like I was telling, like my sister was telling me about her one friend that just keep me going back to this one guy or whatever. And I'm gonna follow you back too, boo. In a moment. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's like, and it's like she'd get her ass beat and keep going back to him. But why though? You feel me? Why though? And I feel like I was telling my sister to tell her friend that he probably, whoever that guy is, probably put a love spell on her. Who knows? I don't know. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you, Crystal. Where's she at? Look. Shouts out to Crystal, okay? Shouts out to Crystal. What the hell are you talking about, Brian? You and this bark. I don't. I guess I do. Look, I guess I do now. Is you an adult or are you the kid? Cause I don't know. I know your name popped up like last week when I was playing. What game? What day was that, Rich? Was that Take Me Back Tuesday? It was Take Me Back Tuesday. Last week Tuesday. And he was like, play Fortnite. He was like, play Fortnite. And I was like, sorry, bro, I don't play Fortnite. And then he was like, oh, you got Roblox. Because I was just skimming through my games. He was like, play Roblox. Man, when I tell you I was in this bitch playing Roblox like a motherfucker. Okay? Man, I'm done. I'm done. My one homie was like, we went through the dark side of Roblox. Exactly. Children should not be playing Roblox. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a mom. I am a parent of two beautiful daughters. I feel like children should not be playing Roblox. Roblox it's just a no for me. I know. I love her too. She's so supportive and she's awesome. I know I'll be like kind of inactive in the girls chat, I be active in all the chats. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna get better. I'm going to get better. But yeah, I appreciate her for doing that because I had no idea. I had no clue. And so I appreciate you coming through, showing that love, girl. Look, showing that love, Yana. Yana. Okay, I got your name right, boo. Yana. And I was gonna go ahead and take it off of this like dark light. Y'all think I should I keep it like this, or should I change my lights to like purplish? I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. Look, I don't know. But I'm definitely gonna subscribe to you too, Dietrich.
And him whispering to her,
okay, let me shut up. I'm gonna stop my call, y'all. Listen to this love spill story,
so
which is wild to me.
And they moved on. However, Micah was obsessed.
It's wild that motherfuckers.
Since Nia had performed that.
Hold on. It's wild that niggas and bitches be out here doing love spills on each other. Why? It's so many fucking people out here in the fucking world, bro. And bitch. I mean, girl. Get somebody else. What they say? One man's trash is another man's treasure? Oh, I'm your favorite streamer. Ah, thank you. It's your favorite gamer. You already know. Thank you. You're so sweet. Why is this poll still up here? I forgot to turn it off, y'all. I am such a bad streamer. I'm going to get better. I promise you, I'm going to get better. Okay, let me shut the fuck up and listen to this. But why do people be doing love spells on each other? Like, what, how do y'all feel about that? That's what I'm about to create. I'm about to create that poll on here now. I'm about to turn this poll off and create that one. Like, whoa. Like, is it cool to be doing love spells out here on motherfuckers? I think's not. Yes, close that poll. Close that poll. Don't laugh, y'all, because I think I spelled that right. Yes. Okay, I think I made this poll correctly, so I just started it. Yeah. Alright, let me finish this shit, because I'm trying to smoke. And I'm about to play the game with my homie Ray.
He had became everything she's ever wanted.
Damn, y'all, I'm on a
and constantly by her side. At first, it felt like a dream. Geez. But as we know, that dream was quickly turning into a nightmare. So Nia says that Micah stopped going to work. He stopped seeing his family. Nia says this was not at her request, just distanced himself from everyone. And he even stopped being himself. Everywhere Nia went, he followed. She said she would wake up and he would be watching her sleep. He would get so angry if she left the room without telling him. He would throw these tantrums when she didn't answer his text right away. Nia said, what I thought was love was becoming something else.
I know. And I don't know why, though. I got everything closed out. And when I say everything closed out, everything closed out, bro. And then I'm still lagging. I even got my editor screen in Streamlabs closed out. And my CPU usage is still high. I don't understand.
It was a binding ritual. One that not only called on spirits of attraction, but sacrificed part of Micah's will to make it work. I didn't even know that was a thing. Nia said in that moment, it's dawning on her that in trying to force love, she had actually broken something inside of him. But that wasn't the worst part.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm about to say, like, I closed out everything. When I say everything,
you asked for love.
All right, let me shut up.
We gave it, but love has a cost. Nia woke up that day on her pillow, and it wasn't hers. And to make matters worse, when she woke up from the dream, Micah, who was sleeping with her, had his arms wrapped so tightly around her, his fingers technically digging into her skin, leaving bruises. He was holding her like he was afraid she would vanish in the middle of the night. She said that same day, Micah woke up on one. If she never felt endangered before, this was the day. That morning, Micah refused to let Nia leave the house. She had work. Awesome. She can't go. At first, he was asking nicely, hey, can you stay home? Nia said no. Then he started crying, and then he started screaming, and then he was begging, and then he just went silent completely. And y'all remember that smile from part 1? The robotic
I can't believe
smile
y'all got
that
jury
just
duty.
didn't seem like
Like,
Micah's.
who the fuck?
Yeah, that smile
when
came
the
back.
fuck?
And Nia says
and
again,
the fuck?
it wasn't human. She said
why?
he pushed her to the ground, and she
out
woke
of my
up tied up in their
home.
bedroom. When she woke up, she begged him to
36 years on this earth. I lived in Ohio for 34 fucking years. Never been summoned to jury duty ever in my life.
The woman said that I told you could not undo
I
this.
moved to Texas. I've only been here for 1 year.
And unless she needed something new, the woman told her to leave and left Nia to deal with this man by herself.
I don't know who the hell was calling me. I don't be answering Texas numbers because I don't know who the fuck that is. Look, nigga, don't be calling me. Don't be calling me. Look, don't be calling me.
Fortunately, this is not my story. This is my friend's story. And for the sake of the story, we're just going to call my friend Amanda. So me and Amanda met in real estate school. We were only there about 2 months, and we developed like a real friendship. While being in real estate school, we go out, get food together, me, her, and 2 other girls. This particular day, we decide to go to this little pizza joint. Really, only Amanda wants food from this place, so we get her food. She comes out saying that she met this really cute guy, and it just so happened as we're getting ready to leave, he's walking out. So it was like love at first sight. We all are in the car, kind of like.
Did you notice anything different?
He even stepped with all of us in the car, so you knew he meant business.
I got my shit back up.
Telling her how beautiful she is and how he wants to take her out. Shooting his shot, coming correct. So of course they exchanged numbers and the rest.
Look, I got my shit back up, yo.
For the sake of the story, we're gonna call old dude Greg. So Greg is like a Spanish guy, probably about 6 feet tall. But he works and moves around a lot. The reason he was out here is because he has a son out here. So occasionally he comes back and forth from Louisiana to Georgia when he's not traveling for work. Y'all, things just start moving really fast with Greg and Amanda. Amanda had just got out of a relationship. And here we are thinking that, God has sent her knight in shining armor. Now,
I can't believe people be out here really doing love spells.
I mean, taking her, basically flying her out to Louisiana, getting her all types of gifts, spoiling her, treating her how a woman is supposed to be treated. Now, because of Greg's job, he always would get a room whenever Amanda would come to Louisiana to see him. I'm like the investigator friend. So any news that I'm told, I'm always going to kind of do my research. I'm also the friend that you come to when you feel like you're tripping, and I give you confirmation that you're not.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta switch back to the multi-stream side because when I do commands on the multi-stream side, it doesn't work.
Amanda is telling me everything that's going on, and of course I'm rooting her on because what she came through versus the man that stepped in, it's like, okay, one man's trash is another man's treasure, and he doing the damn thing.
See, I love that network.
Some of these stories and the things that she's telling me is not really making sense. So you make a lot of money, but yet y'all are starting to get serious.
A working woman.
6 months down
what
the
you
line,
trying to say?
and he's still only getting rooms when you come and see him.
Wow. Okay.
Because it's like, do you have a house? Now,
look, bow, bow, bow.
Are kind of in their 40s.
I gotta go follow my girl, Yellow Nana. And I said it again.
Night,
Yellow Yana.
He had to get up and go to work probably 2 or 3 hours.
You and your pals.
Amanda gets up, goes to the
bow,
bathroom.
bow, bow, bow. Well,
like
I said yours is pow, mine is
now,
bow.
You from New
bow,
Orleans,
bow, bow.
Louisiana, right. You already know kind of what get down out there. And her sister started kind of telling her like she's not alone. She feels like every move she makes is being calculated.
Remember, all credit goes to all these content creators.
It's to the point where now she's spooked. She's paranoid. She can't sleep. All of a sudden, she starts to see shadows like dancing on the wall. And she knows at this point, she's not getting back up out the bed. This story is just too juicy for me not to give y'all a part two. So here I am. At this point, Amanda is petrified and literally paralyzed with fear. Y'all, Greg is
I don't want to watch this.
While
let me show you Rich the one shit.
While Amanda is sitting here stuck in fear, he is knocked out.
Let's go ahead and skim past this. How many parts she got? Oh, I like her too. They Haitians.
This week, let's do spicy snacks. So for this week, try to eat like spicy snacks only. And if you can't handle spicy, do like mild. I have a love spell story for y'all. I know how y'all love a good love spell story. And as much as I tell people to stop doing them, they still do it. And this person, this story come from a person.
I'm not even Haitian. And I know not to do no damn love spell on nobody.
On TikTok. Clearly, she hadn't been following me since 2020. Or she would know better. But anyway, we're going to get on with the story. Call this girl Tasha. So if you know Tasha, tag her.
I'm gonna go and follow you, Dietrich.
Through her TikTok, right? She sees this specific TikTok teaching people how to do a successful love spell.
And are you a kid or a grown up?
They said that the love spell was foolproof and that the person will literally be obsessed with you. Now, Tasha halfway believes in that kind of stuff, but she also has a crush on her coworker. And I mean, like, that is her man. In her head, that is Tasha's man. Except her man does not notice her. He never speaks to her. Now, let's call this coworker Jamal. So Tasha is crushing on Jamal. Jamal is handsome. He's charming. He's funny. He's like the full package for Tasha. Except
is
that,
it because that nigga handsome and wealthy?
Now, she saw a couple of these videos before, but for some reason, that specific video made her want to try it. Because when she looked at the comments, this was full of success stories, so why not?
Okay, man.
Jeez. So the spell was pretty simple. You're supposed to get a red candle, you light it, and you get some cinnamon. See, I just caught myself because I was going to say how to do it, but I'm not. Because I know some of y'all are still unhinged and y'all going to think it's okay to do it. But if you know which one I'm talking about because it went viral. Anyways, the next day after work, she went and she purchased the red candle.
I don't know nothing about that.
When she got home, she did the spell. What's the worst that could happen? Again, she did this halfway expecting it to work. So she does this and she goes to work the next day. Except work was different. Jamal, her man, who was always distant but polite, was speaking to her. But not only was he speaking to her, she would constantly catch him staring at her. And I'm not gonna lie, she was pretty amazed. She was like, whoa, I really didn't think this thing was gonna work, but I'm here for it. He started to talk to her more and more at work. He even started to text her constantly. That's so much better that Jamal started to bring her coffee without her asking. And Tasha loved every bit of minute of it. Now she could really be like, my man, my man, my man. Until her man
but you
started
are though,
weird.
Bro.
First, it started with Jamal showing up to her
I don't know what's going on.
Unannounced. His excuse was
Streamlabs, you're already a mod, bro.
Her, and
you
sweet,
know that.
You know? It raised like a little bit of eyebrow for Tasha, but it's still like, oh, he wants to see me. And then Jamal started to question her every move, like where she was, who she was with, why she taking this long to text back. The once very handsome and charming Jamal became very obsessive. And Tasha really tried to brush it off as in, like, he's just an intense lover. You know, some people are just like that. And then it escalated. So boom, one night Tasha decided that she was going to go out with her friends, right? They decided that they were going to go to a bar, and that's what they did. They went, they're having fun, they're having drinks, they're having a time. As she's having fun, right, one of her friends' face completely changed. And she's like, what's wrong? And the friend is like, is that Jamal? And when she turned, it was indeed Jamal. he showed up at the bar mad as hell because she didn't invite him to their little get-together. Now, this is why he was mad, and this is why he showed up.
Appreciate you.
But when he showed up and he
Thank you, Yellow Yana. Okay, I got it, girl.
Tasha went out with was a guy.
Look, I got it.
Bad. He tried to yank her ass out of that bar. His jealousy quickly turned into aggression. And he demanded to know who the hell that guy was and why was she talking to him for that long and why is the guy here and she never told him and all of her friends ended up stepping in, including the guy that was there, her friend, and Jamal ended up having to leave. The bar kicked him out. Over the next few weeks, it got even worse, y'all. Mind y'all, this is a testimony. Jamal would blow up her phone, wait outside her apartment building, watching her every move to make sure she's not cheating. Mind y'all, they're not even in a relationship yet. It got to a point where Jamal started to threaten her and himself because he keeps saying that he doesn't know what's going on in his head. He doesn't like it, but he cannot live without her. Now, at this point, Tasha knows why this is happening. She knows what she did. She remembers that spell. Except now, she doesn't really know what to do because she didn't even think this would work. And at this point, she's wishing she hadn't done that. She also ended up mentioning that after this whole situation happened, she ended up finding my page, and it made sense. Everything that I was saying was everything she was experiencing. But let's backtrack to the story. This is where it got so much worse because one night, Tasha is in her apartment, right? She's sleeping. She just woke up feeling like something was wrong. Nothing woke her up. She just felt something was wrong. And so she got up to go to the bathroom. And
what I do?
On her way to the bathroom, she sees a figure.
I know what I did. That's because I was pulling up stuff. I had to look at something, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to look at something.
In there. She don't
By
know
me
what's
pulling
going on
up something,
y'all
noticed, right?
Or somebody's breaking into her apartment, right? And so on the phone with the operator, she gives the police full permission to break down her door if they need to.
Okay, I closed it out.
It was Jamal.
It should fix itself in a second.
Jamal keeps saying how he cannot live without her. Jamal ended up getting arrested.
Who was a retard?
For breaking and entering.
Who, the girl she talking about?
He ended up going away for a little while because he did express very loudly how he cannot live without her and that he would rather harm himself or her.
Oh, you're a girl. Okay.
Tasha ended up having to contact her employer and Jamal's family for help. And long story short, Jamal's family ended up having to move Jamal states away from Tasha. That's how she finally was able to get some kind of relief. But she says till this day, she still be scared that one day she's gonna come home and Jamal traveled through states just to break into one of her apartments. Also, she did move from that apartment. And Tasha told me to tell y'all, it doesn't matter what type of love spell you see on TikTok.
Crazy.
It's not worth it. It ain't nothing I haven't told y'all before, but I feel like maybe y'all would listen.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
people are nuts, please
bro.
Listen to Blizzy.
Nuts.
She's not joking.
You be like, what?
She's still scared for her life because she feels like any day now, Jamal.
But you scared now, though. Hold on, wait. But you scared now. Make it make sense. That don't even make sense. How you gonna do the shit and then now you scared? Oh, you scared? You scared? You scared now? Oh, I see. I'm sorry, y'all. I like my colors. It's killing me. I need my colors. But yeah. Crazy. Okay.
Listen to me when matter of fact,
people
don't gotta listen to me. Go do you.
Okay.
You not to
like
do
you
it.
cannot mess with people's free will. Free will?
Anyways, make sure you guys
free
follow
will
me on Instagram and on YouTube. Yeah, because if they take this app away, how else are you supposed to get your snacks and listen to my stories? Exactly.
Even the Most High do not mess with our free will.
Before
That's
you
the
do a love
only
spell on
thing.
that man, make sure you watch this video first. We're gonna call the person who submitted the story Tanya. Tanya says that she tried a love spell, but she regrets it deeply. So in 2013, Tanya met the father of her 2 youngest kids. His name was Greg. At first, everything felt perfect. He was charming, sweet. It felt real. But as time went on, things started to change. One day he went to work and Tanya started feeling sick, so she took a pregnancy test. She found out that she was pregnant.
Favorites.
She was so happy. And she thought that telling him about her pregnancy would bring them closer together. Instead, he beat her black and blue. After that, Tanya got desperate. She so badly wanted to bring back the old version of him. So she searched online, and that's when she found the love jar spell. Tanya said that she followed the instructions exactly, down to the letter. And it worked. At first, Tanya says that he became very sweet again, loving. He did things for her that she'd never even expect. She thought maybe, just maybe, the spell just fixed everything. But something still felt off. Tanya said that the sweetness wasn't real. It didn't even feel human. But still, she stayed. And she even did it again when she found out that he was cheating. And once again, the man changed. Once again, became the perfect man. Until one day, he was cleaning up the house and he found the jars. He asked Tanya about the jars and what they were. Tanya lied and said that she didn't know. That man snapped. At the time, Tanya was 5 months pregnant. He threw her across the room like she weighed nothing. And her unconscious. Tanya said that she made sure afterwards that the baby was okay, and she was. But him, Greg, yeah, he wasn't okay. The man that she once loved was gone, and something else entirely had taken his place. And that's when she realized that this wasn't just abuse. It was something darker. In part 2 of this story, you will learn how the love spell turned him into something inhumane. If you want to hear how the story ended, leave a comment for part 2. Like I say at the end of every single video, I love you, my abducted human, from your favorite Asian homegirl.
Other apps, and browsers.
Imagine doing a love spell on somebody, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Please do not do a love spell on that man. Most definitely don't do it 4 times. Part 2, let's continue. So the man just isn't human anymore. So after Tanya moves in with him, she winds up getting pregnant again. But this time with her son. Baby father didn't even pretend to be surprised. As a matter of fact, he said, I knew you were pregnant. I was just trying to see how long it would take you to tell me. And then went on to tell her the exact time and place that the son was conceived, like it was all a setup. I mean, as he said, I did it to trap you. Well, once her son was born, things got worse. Greg kicked down her bedroom door, tried to smother her with a pillow, held the babies on the floor screaming, I hate you, I hope you. Tanya waited for things to get better, but they never did. She eventually left and moved in with her mom, but Greg followed. He would sit outside her mother's house threatening that if Tanya does not come out, nobody was making it out alive. He done shot at her mama house. He even slept outside waiting for Tanya to come out. This man was outside Tanya's mama house acting a goddamn fool. So much so that the mom started suspecting. Tanya's mom looked at her dead in the face and asked her, what did you do to him? And Tanya said at that moment she couldn't lie. She told her everything. And the mom says, now Tanya, you are in Memphis, Tennessee.
Hold on. When she just said, what did you do to him? That just made me think about when I was back at home. And it was like summertime and shit. I was just chilling. This had to be like, probably like 5 years ago. Maybe like 5 years ago. 5 years ago? No, it was longer than 5 years ago. It had to be like about 7 years ago. 6 or 7 years ago. Man, this guy's mess with, he would not leave me the fuck alone. He was fucking nuts. He was fucking crazy. Like, people on my street called the police on him. Like, it was crazy. And people were like, what the fuck did you do to him? Like, the one homie, he was like, what did you do to him? I was like, I didn't do shit. I didn't do nothing to him. I ain't do shit. Not a damn thing. That nigga's obsessed with me. Other way around. Like, no. I didn't do shit. I didn't do nothing like this. I wasn't even thinking about no shit like that. I wasn't even exposed to this shit or whatever. Of course I knew of some shit. Like, I ain't stupid. I ain't stupid. But I wasn't, come on now. I wasn't just sitting on YouTube. I wasn't really just watching YouTube or watching TV like that. Like, I was doing my 1-2. Like, what you mean? Anyway. Anyway, I was outside. Anyway, it was funny. I wasn't really outside, but I was just like, I was kicking it though. And yeah, that's why I was just like, why was this nigga crazy? Like, this nigga was crazy. I felt like he was doing some shit. Like, he was doing some shit, and because I'm too fucking powerful and strong and know me, okay, yeah. So, because of that, I feel like that shit was, like, sent back to him. Like, ancestors was like, My higher self was like, Go back. Send that shit back. Back to sender. Send it back to sender. I really feel like that's what happened, though. Because, like, I don't even know. Like, that nigga was crazy. You would have thought I was doing, like, some shit like these crazy women was doing. I ain't do no such thing. Crazy. That shit, he tried to do that shit to me. Thinking it's just gonna make me fall deeper and deeper in love. No. Send it back to you. I promise you. I am not lying. Like, that nigga was crazy.
Types of love spells
he was crazy.
Don't end well. You better clean
That's
it
the
up
whole
before
point of the story.
it gets worse, or nobody is getting out alive. So Tanya says she found a way to clean it to break the spell. And she started to notice a change. Like, he stopped coming around, stopped calling, and he didn't even want to see the kids anymore. And honestly, at that point, Tanya was fine with that. And just when she thought everything was done, 6 years later, her son turned 6. She threw him a party, everything felt peaceful, until Greg showed up. No invite, no warning, no nothing. No one even told him about the
Greg
party.
showed
As a
up.
matter of fact, she didn't even tell him when she gave birth, because remember, she moved out while she was pregnant with the son. He just popped up and crashed it. So now her and her babies just run to the kitchen to take cover, and her mom just poured salt at the threshold, looked at him dead in the face, and said, "Step over it." And he wouldn't. So then Tanya's mom said, "You're not human. You have demons on you, and it's my damn daughter's fault. She did a love spell on you." Tanya did that spell 4 times. Tanya says it wasn't until she got married again that he finally disappeared for good. No more stalking, no more school visits, and no more showing up outside her house. So if anybody is thinking about doing a love spell, Tanya wants you to know, don't. Well, that was the end of that.
Don't.
Make sure you are following
But she
me
did
for more spooky
4.
content. Leave a comment at the end
She
of this
did
video
4.
letting me know what you think Tanya did wrong. Every single video. I love you, my
wild,
humans,
like,
from your favorite Asian woman.
That's diabolical.
This is really
fuck.
fucked up, and I'm so sorry this happened. And I'm just trying to tell them, me speaking from experience. And I've told y'all this story before. If you go back to my videos, you'll learn a lot about me. But I have a tattoo on my chest right here that covers a scar, where a man put a fucking sword to my chest and told me to walk into it. When I finally got out of the closet I was hiding in that he was stabbing the sword into, I tried to run out the door. I never made it. He punched me in the back of my head and knocked me clean the fuck out. And I woke up in Lakeland Hospital in St. Joe, Michigan, Big Harbor. The motherfucker slit my wrist both ways and left me to die. I have the scars on my wrist for the rest of my life to remind me.
Damn,
even after being released from the
shit.
hospital and moving to a whole different city, he found me. Everywhere I went, he would leave a toothpick in the fucking keyhole. He stalked me and claimed me as he is until the day he died some years ago.
Love spells go wrong. So Jose and Maria have been married for over 15 years. They own a business, a home, they have 2 children, and Maria is currently pregnant with their 3rd child. Now, because Maria is put on bed rest during this pregnancy, she can no longer go to work. So that means that her and Jose have to hire a new secretary to pull her weight. Now, Susie is 24, straight out of college, very beautiful and intelligent, so she applies for the job and she gets it. But Jose and Susie are talking, they're flirting, and within a couple of weeks, they're in a full-blown affair. But his mother warns him, you know, not a full-blown affair. You can't be doing this. Jose tells his mom, you just take care of my wife and baby while I'm at work. I got this. I pay the bills. So 2 months later, Jose and Susie are still going strong in their affair when one day Susie rolls over and says, hey, guess what? You're going to be a daddy again. I'm pregnant. His eyes were big as quarters because he knew if anyone found out about this woman or baby, he would lose everything, including his family. So Jose tries to talk Susie into having an abortion, but she says absolutely not. We intentionally created this child and I'm gonna have it. He knew he could not piss Susie off or she could destroy his life in many ways. So he gets the idea to tell his family that he is stressed out at work, bogged down and depressed, and the best thing they can do is pack up and leave the country and just start over fresh. So to keep Susie at bay, Jose lies to her and says, look, I love you, and as soon as you have this baby, I'm gonna leave my wife and kids and we're gonna be together. Susie's in shock. She can't believe that he's ready to make that kind of a commitment. The only problem was he was lying to her, and within a few weeks when his wife had her baby, he packs his family up and moves them to America, leaving a pregnant Susie behind. When they left, Susie is calling Jose's phone, leaving voicemails, texting, blowing him up like, where the hell are you? So Susie tells her mom that Jose has ghosted her, and her mom informs her that Jose has moved his family to America. They're gone. She loses it. She starts blowing his phone up, calling and texting, you abandoned us. I'm gonna tell everyone. He just keeps lying. He says, wait, I did this for us. As soon as I get established and get more money, I'm gonna leave her and then bring you and the baby here and we'll be a family. 6 more months goes by. She's had the baby and Jose has still not sent for her. He just keeps stringing her along. Well, she gets mad and says, look, Jose, if you don't get your ass on a plane and come get us, I'm coming to you. Do you understand? I can't be without you. He said, no, but I hope you understand. I don't want nothing to do with you or your bastard. Don't contact me again. So at this point, Susie is stressing. She has no income, no transportation, no family support, no help from Jose. She doesn't know how she's going to take care of this child. So she went to a local village healer to try to get some help. Susie told the healer, I need a love spell, the strongest one you got. And the healer responded, are you sure you can afford this? Because this is going to cost a lot more than money. Susie got on her knees and said, I don't care. I will pay whatever price it costs. Just make this man come back to me. The healer said, okay, but you understand the price for this, and Susie cut him off. I don't care what the price is. Just do it. The healer said, take this herb, grind it up real fine, add some blood from your menstrual cycle, cut some hair from your head and his, grind it all up real fine, and then put it in his food. He must eat this before or after Schmegs. Doesn't matter which, but make sure he eats it all. Understand, once you do this, that man is not going to leave you alone. She said, well, good, that's what I want. Susie finds out through the grapevine that Jose is coming back to their country just for a couple of days to get the rest of his family's belongings and to tie up some loose ends. And she knows that's when she's going to have to do it. On the day that he returns, Susie put on her sexiest outfit and goes to the airport, and as soon as Jose stepped off that plane, Susie bumped into him and said, hey, stranger. Jose is like, oh, hey. She said, it's okay, I'm not mad anymore. I've gotten over all that. And Jose was dumb enough to fall for it. He thought, wow, I can hook up with her tonight and nobody would ever know and just go get my family stuff tomorrow. And of course, just like we all predicted, he wound up in a hotel room making love to Susie all night. While he was asleep, Susie cut his hair, her hair, and she even took a patch of the baby's hair to make sure it was stronger. She put that herb and her blood in it, mixed it up, and served him breakfast. Jose was so drained from the night before that he ate up every single morsel of that meal. He didn't miss a crumb, and Susie just stood there smiling because she knew she was about to get what she wanted. Susie tries to cuddle with Jose, and that's when he jumps up. I have to go. I made a mistake. We can't do this again. She said, okay, have a nice day. She wasn't mad or worried at all because she knew he was coming back to her. So they leave the hotel, and then Susie sits by the phone waiting on his call, just praying that the spell worked. So 2 days later, Jose calls her and says, hey, I've left my wife and kids. You're all I think about. I want you. I need you. I'm coming back to you. She said, well, good, hurry. Well, later that day, Jose called her 3 more times back to back, but she missed the first 2 calls, and when she answered the 3rd time, he was screaming at her, where the hell are you? Who are you with? Are you cheating on me? You better not be with another man. Why didn't you answer the phone? Susie thought, that's really weird. He's never been jealous over me before, so it must be a side effect of the spell. That's good because it means the spell is working. But when he arrived 2 days later, Jose's behavior was out of control. He grabbed her by her arm and started screaming, where were you? Who are you with? Why didn't you answer the phone? Then his whole mood changes. He apologizes to her. He says, I'm so sorry. I love you and the baby. I would never hurt you. Please, I want y'all to come live with me. When they get in the hotel room, Susie gives the baby a bath, and then she lays on the bed and starts playing with the baby, and then Jose Jose looks over and says, "You love that baby more than me, don't you? You spend too much time with him. You love him too much. You're going to choose him over me. When he gets older, you're going to marry him and be with him, aren't you?" Susie said, "No, what are you talking about? He's our baby.
Gosh.
We created him. We should both love him the same." This man is losing it because of that spell. All he can think about is Susie cheating on him or leaving him. Jose picked the baby up and said, "You have to choose now, either me or the baby." Susie said,
"Wait a minute. Okay.
Why? He's our baby." He said, "Choose." She said, "I'll always choose you over everyone." He said, "Then you won't mind me doing this." And then he opened the balcony sliding door, took the baby out, and held him over the balcony. She said, "No, wait, what are you doing? That's our baby." He said, "But you can't love him and me, so we have to get rid of him." And then he dropped him. Before she could even grasp what was going on, Jose lunged at her, put his hands around her neck, and began choking her until she passed out. And when Susie finally came to, she felt the cold wind blowing through her hair. She felt Jose's arms wrapped tightly around her, and that's when she heard him say, "Susie, I love you, only you, forever." And then she realized they were falling from the hotel balcony.
What the hell?
Before you do a love spell on that man, make sure you watch this video first. We're gonna call the person who submitted this story.
How do they know that this happened if she was falling from the hotel
so, like
balcony?
Many others, Julia was scrolling through TikTok when she
whatever,
came across various love spells. Intrigued, she decided to try not just one, but
hers,
multiple spells.
A
love spell.
No, that was
a
she
binding
be saying.
Spell, an obsession spell, and a third
I don't know about that last one
removal spell. The target
Because how do we
of
know the
these
story
spells
then?
was a co-worker
Who lived
Juan,
to tell the story?
with whom Julia worked with at a warehouse. Julia says the first love spell took effect almost immediately.
Maybe
she noticed a change
from...
in Juan's demeanor. His eyes seemed different, and he expressed his love for her more intensely. As their relationship deepened, he decided to move in with Julia, and Julia herself agreed. Initially, everything was perfect. However, as time passed, Juan's behavior started becoming possessive. He couldn't bear to be without Julia, insisting on constant communication even during work hours. On their separate days off, Juan would wait outside for Julia. He would wait outside the workplace for hours. And that's when she realized that the obsession spell had taken hold. The third-party removal spell also appeared effective, as he wanted to be with her exclusively, moving in shortly after. No one caught Juan's eyes but Julia. Julia says his possessiveness escalated to the point where she couldn't even move or even use the bathroom without him accompanying her. And when Julia expressed that his behavior was overwhelming, he reacted violently. He pulled out a pew-pew on her. Initially, he threatened to do it to himself. But then he flipped the pew-pew on Julia, declaring that if he couldn't have Julia, then no one else could. Terrified, Julia pleaded him to stop, assuring him that she would never leave him. He made Julia promise to never leave him, and out of fear, Julia complied. Julia says despite of the danger, she stayed, and each time she would try to leave, he would threaten her with the pew-pew, reinforcing that she too was trapped. The abuse became physical. He would not only hit her, but he would often use the pew-pew as a means of intimidation. One day, while he was out, Julia came up with an escape plan. She called her mother for help, and during the call, he had unexpectedly returned. And he became immediately suspicious of her actions. "You trying to leave, ho?" She managed to convince him, though, that she wasn't planning anything, and eventually, he left again. And seizing the opportunity, Julia locked all the doors and waited for her mother to come. He returned once more, but this time, all the doors were locked, so he couldn't come in. He shouted threats, accusing her of trying to leave him, and he was making sure that she knew if you are trying to leave, it ain't gonna be so easy. When her mother finally arrived, she left with her mother and never looked back. She had to move out of the apartment and relocate for safety. Julia says, ironically, "We worked together and he filed a restraining order against me." So he filed a restraining order against Julia, falsely claiming that she had threatened his life. When in reality, Julia says it was actually the opposite. She says she prayed to her ancestors, asking them to remove the spells that she had casted. Since then, she's continued practicing magic, but vowed never, ever, ever to do another love spell on another person. She says she learns that love spells rarely result in positive outcomes. Wow, Julia, thank you so much for submitting this story. Thank you so much for submitting the story. If you have a spooky story that you want me to tell, please feel free to submit it to me either on my TikTok DM or my Instagram.
We don't know about that last story.
Every single video, I love
that last story was just like too crazy.
Bestie, it's story time.
And the way that it ended.
I already told y'all this morning the story was coming, so you should be prepared. And
see, she have good ones too. Okay, this is the last one.
Yet again. So, trigger warning about this story because it's kind of disturbing. This story is from a country where child marriages are legal, or it's a thing. So boom, there's this little girl, let's call her Susan. So Susan is about 11 years old, so it's safe to say that she's a child. Susan didn't really grow up with too much. Her family was pretty poor. They struggled to eat damn near every day.
Wild.
In the country that they live, a job is not really something that they find.
The one that the light lady was telling.
But it's just super duper hard. Like, it's really hard. Her mom is a stay-at-home mom, obviously.
That one was just like,
her dad
who there to tell the tale? If they both was over the balcony flying.
So her mom has this little snack business where they make like a snack in their country and they sell it. So like a street food seller. And her dad owns a motorcycle, so he kind of like charges for motorcycle rides, and that's how they get through. Although it's not enough, but that's the most that they could do. Which in terms forces Susan to work at other people's houses in order to also bring some kind of income. So she's basically like a maid or something, right? So one of the houses that she works for, the family is pretty rich. And one day, while she was there working, the family had a visitor, and the visitor came, and she does her job as a maid. She cooks, she cleans, she serves the visitor, and this visitor is a 45-year-old man. And as she's working, this 45-year-old man took a very great liking to Susan, and he was staying over there for about a week or so. So Susan had to literally like serve him every day, and every day that she served him, it seems like he's getting touchier and more lovey-dovey. And again, this is kind of normalized in their country, but again, Susan is a child, so of course she feels uncomfortable because it's not normal, you know? Boom, by like the 4th day that he's there visiting, he makes it very clear to the family and to Susan that he wants to marry Susan because she does such a great job. She would be an amazing mother one day. I know. Sick. And Susan tries her best to be respectful because in that country, too, women don't really have many rights. So any little thing that she does that may come across as disrespectful, she can get in big trouble for it. Or her family is going to pay for it. And her family already, don't have enough to go by. So she really doesn't want to, upset anybody. Now, before I go on with the story, let me show you what I got from my plug. Look at these cute Celine earrings, y'all. Yup. Again, my plug is always going to come through. She be taking my money and I don't even care anymore. So I'm going to put her information somewhere in this video, though. Anyway, so by the 4th day, he's pretty clear on he wants to marry her. Susan is trying to, kind of tell him no without telling him no because in that country, you don't have the privilege of saying no as a woman. So at that point, she's just, praying and hoping that the day that he leaves comes even faster because once he leaves, she don't gotta marry this man. So by the 5th day, he tells her that he wants to meet her parents because he's willing to pay, for the marriage in order to be able to marry her. And again, she wants to say no so bad, but she can't. And the family that she works for also knows her parents, so they set it up. So boom, this 45-year-old man goes to this little girl's house to speak to her parents, to tell her parents
all this shit is fucked up. What's up with people's mentals? It's is the mental really that
and after he left, they came to Susan to ask Susan, do you want to marry this man? So Susan made it very clear that she doesn't want to marry this man. She's 11 years old. She don't want to marry anybody. However, the amount of money that he's offering could save this family.
Can you believe back then really in those times that's the age that young girls were getting
what do you mean? This man is offering this much money for you? You're going to marry him. And it's messed up, I know, but it's the reality of it. So this turns into this
big argument to where they're like screaming at Susan, like, what do you mean? You can save this family. We don't have to work as hard anymore. Da, 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 da. Susan is like, if y'all make me marry this man, I'm going to run away. I don't care. I'm going to run away. But they don't care because guess what? The dad ends up calling the man behind Susan's back and saying, yes, Susan will marry him. So when she went to work the next day, the guy was there and the guy was like, oh my God, there's my bride. And Susan is like, what do you mean? And the guy told Susan that her dad called and said, basically gave the okay, and they will be getting married. So Susan is devastated because she's seen like some of her friends, what happens to them in these marriages. They get abused. It's just bad, and she's terrified. So when she goes home, she was being serious about running away. She starts to pack her stuff to run away. And one of her siblings sees her doing that, goes to her dad and tells her that Susan is actually about to run away. So dad comes back. He comes back and he beats Susan because she was going to try to run away. And then after he did that, he looks at her and says, it's okay because I got something for you. The dad then proceeded to go to a voodoo priest to do a love spell on Susan so that she can willingly marry this man without all this fight. He goes there, the voodoo priest did what he had to do, told him what he had to do, and he did it, and it worked.
OMG.
It worked. The way that he did it was through food. The food that, they gave Susan made her all of a sudden be in love with this man. The thing about love spells is that it's against their will. Although it seems like she was in love with this man, she wasn't, because it wasn't her. But she couldn't control it either. Like, she's willingly doing things for him, and she's willingly preparing for the wedding day and stuff like that. The whole family's happy. The whole family is happy because Susan all of a sudden loves this man. And they're about to be rich because they're about to have all this money. And long story short, Susan does end up marrying that man. And once the love spell thing wore off, she hated her life. She hated her marriage. Like, she hated everything about what she was going through. And about a year later, so a year later, she would be 12 years old. About a year later, she ended up being pregnant. And when she found out she was pregnant, unfortunately, she unalived herself. Unfortunately, this story does not have a happy ending, but it just goes to show how much some of us really are privileged, because this is real life. People really go through this kind of stuff. And it also makes my heart break because I don't know if y'all know Dora. She recently passed away, and she was this great woman that adopted over 500 kids, saved them from child marriages and abusive households. And a lot of people weren't happy about that. A lot of men weren't happy about that. Me personally, I feel like her death was definitely I don't want to speak on things that
don't do it, Rich. Don't do it. It's true. Do not do it.
When I saw that
Rich,
she passed away,
I'm done with your
because
bullshit.
she was literally saving people like Susan.
I'm
Kids
done.
like
You
Susan.
are
She provided them with school.
I am so done. Like, why? Why would you say that? That's sad. That's fucked up. And you sit there talking about you gonna try to see if it's true. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit, Rich. Peppa Pig. Got you, bitch. Okay. What? Got you, bitch. That bitch gonna kill your ass. You better leave that hoe alone. Look, you better leave that hoe alone. She gonna kill your ass. You better leave that hoe alone, okay? She is going to kill your ass. Don't do it. She is definitely gonna kill your ass. No lie. Hades. What the hell? Oh gosh. I'm about to end this stream, y'all. Okay. Shit crazy. Too crazy. That shit is wild. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how people really do that type shit. Like, how do you do that type shit? Like, oh my God. Like, you love that person that fucking much that you just can't. Oh my God. Like, you can't get over it. Oh, jeez. Who the fuck was that sent me to, that invited me to a party? Who the hell I think it was on, what was it? Who is Lil Pudge? What you mean, do it to the money? They got money spills, yeah. They definitely got money spills, bro. Yeah. I don't know who the fuck that is. I'm tired. I'm about to end my stream. What the hell? Oh gosh. Go over. Why come I can't see my requests? Oh, probably because I gotta go into something, and then I can see it. No. Who's Lil Pudge? Who's that? Who's that? I know you. Who you? Who you? I mean, I promise y'all I need another controller. Who you? Who's him? Who's Luffy? Oh! Oh! Luffy! That's the little white boys! The little white boys I was playing with when I was playing zombies, yo. Shit was funny. That's who the fuck that is. I had to look. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Thank you for the follow over there, Rio baby. Thank you for the follow. Well, thank you for the follow. Boom. Um. got time for their asses. I was on one that night. I ain't got time for your asses. Don't. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that should not have been there.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment.
Why?
Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
Yo, these little white boys trying to invite me to their party. Damn, as soon as I hop on, that nigga send me a party invite. Nah, leave me alone. We just playing zombies, and that's because I was just playing zombies on stream, and I was in Discord talking to other people, so I wasn't even, I wasn't even talking to them. I was just playing the game. What you? I ain't got time for they asses. Where you at? I don't know.
You have reinforcements inbound.
I'm hit. Changing mags.
That bitch fucked up.
They almost had me. Molotov site. Watch it.
Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
That's not
know.
good. On my last mag. Shake it. Did it myself.
Located the rest of them. Some of your squad is outside the safe zone. Last remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
They tried it. Oh. Brody, I'm not. Hey, watch out. I'm not playing with they asses.
Last mag.
I'm glad to update it.
Ready for action.
Back on station. Go get after it.
Where you at? slow ass gun.
Reinforcing armor.
Enemy dropping into the AO. All bounty targets destroyed.
Reinforcing armor. I'm down, no sweat. We've got plenty left in the tank.
Got 10 squads active in the field.
Yeah. Okay.
Reinforcing armor.
But they are dropping over in this damn area.
Loading new mag.
Enemy soldier incoming. Get your squad to the safe zone. Leave no one behind.
Switching mags.
Changing
Mark
mags.
the rest of that squad on your attack map. Get hunting.
Inserting armor.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Oh, wow.
Enemy destroyed. Use your attack map to hunt down the rest of them. Enemy UAV is online. Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced. Resurgence window is ending. Watch your six.
Reinforcing armor.
Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Loading new mag.
Be advised, you still have squad mates outside the safe zone. Fire sales done. Prices are back to normal. Hostile UAV
Oh no.
Supply crates are restocked. Advise you to load up now.
Bringing in recon.
You got 4 remaining. Stay sharp. 5 squads still operational in the AO.
Reloading. Thanks for the work. UAV overflight terminated.
You're in the top 3. Don't let up now. Head to the safe zone. You're losing ground. Move it. Only 2 left. 3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert. All bounty targets are KIA. Well done. Hostile UAV in the area.
Where the fuck he at? Damn. There was somebody downstairs in there.
Something you want to say, soldier?
Ready for action.
Thank you.
Get to the safe zone. Gas inbound. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Reinforcing armor.
What the hell?
That's a win. Wait to take what's yours.
Cause I damn sure ain't had no gun. Oh, thank you. You know I do listen. But I do what I do, what I do, what I do. No, I did not have no gun. And I already knew where I got it was still in the gas. Damn. Of course, look. Of course she did. Well, homie, be nasty. Be rad. Be nasty. Look, shouts out to you over there, DJ. Thank you. Cause I got my loadout.
soldier incoming. Use this time for some target practice. Real things coming soon.
Yeah, you got shot it. What?
All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized. Resurgence. Survive to redeploy forward to their base. Enemy dropping into the AR. Marks remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Reinforcing armor. On my last mag.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your attack map.
Loading new mag.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Reinforcing armor.
I need another gun, so baby, that wasn't happening. Yeah, I ain't see that. Not
Loadout
too
drop
much.
headed your way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Enemy advanced UAV is active.
Whee! Alright, let me stop playing before I get killed.
Additional target added. Your squad made it to the safe zone. Gas is moving.
Incoming fire. Reinforcing armor.
Classic recon above! TACOM, Samuel's requesting napalm strike.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Damn.
Enemy UAV is online. Good work.
Changing mags.
TACOM, he's requesting napalm strike.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest.
Reinforcing armor.
my gosh. Yeah, you see that? Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I'm gonna try not to be a bullet catcher. Reloading.
You really good.
Perfect recon first.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tag map.
They're on me.
Oh,
That's not good.
Target down.
that's not good. Your bitch ass can't get me. He didn't get me back because I was kind of hiding behind that pole.
We lost track of the bounty target. Contract failed.
Yeah.
Ready for action.
Get ready. You're redeploying.
I was just trying to get my load out.
Enemy soldier incoming. All squad mates are in the safe zone. Got gas moving in.
Changing mags.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
Loading new mag. Eyes on hostile Simtex. They almost had me.
Fire sale is active. Buy station prices are adjusted.
Reloading. Reinforcing armor.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Get ready.
I'm hit. Loading new mag.
Last remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Enemy UAV overhead.
Incoming fire.
UAV in the area. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Enemy UAV is online. Your squad's in the safe zone. Contract was compromised. Stand down. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Oh no. It's not over there. That was all bad.
Fire sale's over. Adjust the price.
I got 25 seconds. Smoke some.
Change the mag. Ready for action.
Enemy soldier incoming. You've made it to the top 5. Enemy UAV overhead.
I ran all into their ass. They coming up through that cabin, one of those cabins, wherever I was at. Whatever. It's like 2 of them. That's like behind like the stairs and shit. If they ain't already moved up.
Ready for action.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Blast trap.
You're in the top 3. Don't let up.
Oh my goodness grief. Oh.
You're in the last 2. Now finish it. 3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert. Your squad mate is the most wanted target. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches to reduce the time of the contract. Less than 5 were still standing. Next time we'll take that victory. They hit us hard that time. Put yourself on, regroup and get back out there.
Boo, you whore.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Ruck up, you're headed to the war zone. Enemy soldier incoming.
Changing mags.
All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment.
almost had me.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
That's bullshit. Somebody came from the side. Bitch.
Ready for action.
You're redeploying. Enemies dropping into the AO.
Broke their armor.
You have reinforcements inbound.
Damn it! Someone get me T-triple-C.
All squad mates are in the safe zone. Got gas moving in.
Barely a scratch.
Good looking out.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Armor's done. Adding armor.
Just get up. So sad.
Ready for action.
Stand by for redeployment.
Too bad. So sad. Everybody's dropping right here into this little bitch.
Your squad mate is redeployed. Well done.
Reloading.
Why is there always so many niggas around me? Lord Jesus. Damn.
Ready for action.
You're getting another chance. Weapons free.
This is like the worst game ever. Oh goodness, bro. What the hell am I gonna do with this?
You have reinforcements inbound. Enemy soldiers incoming.
Oh my god, so many niggas in front of me, behind me. There was nothing I was gonna be able to do. And I had a sniper rifle? What am I gonna do with that? It's going down right there.
Ready for action.
We're returning you to the front. Earn this. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Changing mags.
Your squad made it to the safe zone. Enemy UAV overhead. rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting. Squad mates back on station. Good work.
Bitch.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. You have reinforcements inbound.
Damn.
Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
Taking effective fire!
That's 10. Win this thing. Resurgence is about to end.
Every time I drop down in that bitch, it is niggas everywhere. I'm like, oh damn. The bitch didn't even get a gun. He didn't even get her loaded. Like, damn. Oh my goodness. I had 2 sniper rifles. What the fuck was I gonna do with that? And one of them was like a real bad one. Oh. That's crazy works, y'all. That's crazy works. That's fucking diabolical as fuck. Yeah. OMG. I am only prestige 1. I should have leveled up. I should have been leveled up. I just keep forgetting. I just be wanting to play the damn game.
Enemy soldier incoming.
They almost had me. I'm hit.
Playtime's over.
Loading new
Stand by
mag. had me.
Okay. I know, and I just don't. You know how long my shit been at 55 for? Months. I just haven't. I forgot what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I told you I just get on here. I just want to play the game. I be forgetting. I be forgetting to do that shit. But I'ma do it though. I'm looking real sad out here in these streets. What do you mean unlock the right shit?
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Damn, I ain't got no ammo. Are you kidding me? Bitch.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tag map.
Simtex, front. I'm hit. I'm down. Give me a... Did it myself.
Don't let them get away with this.
Reloading.
Target down. Marking the rest of them. Good
Yeah.
kill. Marking the rest of that
He
squad
liked
on your
it.
tag map. Get hunting.
I don't know. Somewhere. I know I needed a gun. I ain't had no ammo, baby. I know I did too. So I finally got me a gun now.
Loading new mag.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Where you at?
They're on me.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest.
Reinforcing armor.
Oh, there you go.
I'll come along.
I didn't know where you were.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Changing mags.
Ooh. I did not mean to jump out.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Oh.
LDBR inbound.
Where you at?
Friendly loadout drop on the way. Only 10 left.
Not happening. Oh shit. It's always because of that punk ass gas. You guys go, motherfucker. The punk baby bag bitches.
Feet is only a mindset. Shake it off and keep pushing.
See? That was fucked up. That's what that was. But I was like, wait, into the thick of it, like for real. I ain't had no bullets. I still managed to survive. I was surprised. That knife, and then I picked that person up. Had a shield, and somehow magically, when I picked that person up, I had bullets. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's nice. We'll get into it. This is wild that night. Yeah, I know. Y'all want to play with me again? No. No. I don't have time for their shenanigans. The bed so sad.